Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. As this playoff game is about to get underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start with the 25.
First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They've got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Here comes a handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. And the Tigers looking to run some tempo here.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. 2nd down play coming up. Linebackers making some adjustments now. They'll run it here. Finds room at the 30. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground. Offense operates at the +46 after that huge gain.
Okay, here comes the hurry up. This is what they love to do. They get a big gain on the ground, hurry up into position, and go right back at that defense again.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Moves out of the pocket. For the running back in the flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. The offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. QB keeper all the way. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. Tigers will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And completion makes it second and short. And on the carry, he's heading left. And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down.
Boy, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Dameon Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Finds his man. It's Tatum. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Of course, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. And the Gators are looking to keep this drive going. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Defense makes the tackle, but that wildcat look does produce a first down.
Chris, it's early in this football game, but the defense had a golden opportunity to come up with a stop, and they allow him to run the football on him to get the first down, and now it's first and goal. Missed a golden opportunity. Let's see how they respond here.
The Gators will line up now. It's first and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, where the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Design quarterback run. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Direct snap. Picks up a few yards there, and that's going to wrap up the first. And Florida has the lead here as they break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here comes fourth down. And look at this. They line up in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. No, he is stopped short. What a stand by this defense.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
It's an option look. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
Boy, they go with the quarterback option here, and the play just didn't seem to feel like it had much of a chance. The execution just off. You got to either keep that or pitch it. He was a little bit hesitant and allowed the defense to get to him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And the Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Same tailback, another carry. He's got the first and still going. Gets some space around the 30. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer.
How about this call here by this offensive coordinator? They're down early in this game. Third down and long. The last thing they can afford to do is have to punt the ball, but they show you why they love this back. Get his hands on the football, and he picks up the first down. Unbelievable call.
He's running out of time here. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. They finally come up with their first sack of the game. Do it by blitzing the DB.
Love to see the secondary get involved. I know it's a bit of a risk. You play some man coverage behind it, but you can see how dangerous it can be when you decide to bring these defensive backs because of their speed and how quickly they can get to the quarterback.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
It's third down after that run. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Tigers will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking deep to the right side. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And now the handoff. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Montgomery. They stop him, but it's a first down. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit, swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
The Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw yet again. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there, and if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
No gain on first makes it 2nd down and goal from the 7. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. Clark is still running up to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Rollers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
I guess that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Now he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. They're going to run it. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry up. Tailback with another carry. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Timeout is called to duck strategy late in this close game at halftime approaching.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Trying for a 4th down completion. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Direct snap. He gets loose. Picks up the force, looking for more. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Tigers will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep down the left side. And he's got it down there inside the 35. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Florida.
Now that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
Wants to throw it. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. As a design quarterback keeper. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. And the Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the move now. Using his legs on the scramble. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Stepping to his right now to avoid the pressure. Catch is made. Room to run here. You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Caught by the receiver. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. He keeps it on a designed run. Tackle, but first down. The Tigers looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. QB keeper all the way. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Check this out. It's a 5-wide receiver look on 2nd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run. That's almost unfair.
I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
23, Clemson, 13.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? First down, looking to throw the ball. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Looking to scramble. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Oh, and a chance there for a game-changing interception. Couldn't quite come up with it. Sets up third down now. We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down. Drive keeps going. And the Gators will crank up the tempo. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Design quarterback run. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
And it's a Wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Direct snap. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
Empty set as they try for the two-point conversion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
29, Clemson, 13.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Has the first down and more. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this.
He's in the clear. At the 10 now. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Clemson.
Oh, man, it's plays like this that make the defensive coordinator want to throw his headset. All control. I mean, he gets carved up on the ground by the quarterback is definitely frustrating. What a great job by the quarterback seeing the opportunity to not just pick up a big gain here, but take it in for 6 himself.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Oh, my gosh, Chris. All he had to do is look it in, and he drops it. Let's see how that drop ends up affecting him the rest of this game.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He'll hand it off. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. The shotgun run call. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
But one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find... to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
Second down after the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. Pulls it in. It's Finley. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Looking deep down the left side. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
Empty backfield now as they go for 2. Man, looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't build on their lead here. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Clemson, 19.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass rush closing in. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the Tigers come to the line to run the hurry-up.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game.
And here he goes. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency.
But I really like the call here by the offensive coordinator. The defense is thinking, of course, pass with the offense trailing here in the 4th quarter. And the OC, he just dials up a QB design run. Quarterback gets a first down and gets out of bounds.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. Pressure is coming. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense. Pounding away with the run game. Breaking tackles. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of it.
Breaks into the clear. That's the 20. Touchdown, Gators. And the route is on. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out of the field. Any hopes of staying alive in a playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the out route. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. The Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the...
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Okay, now it's second and goal from the 1. He keeps it on the design run. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Breaks into the clear. The Wildcat look picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. Breaks free. He's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Florida. They continue to roll up the score.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters. And that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. Right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board. I thought the defense had a shot here to stop this 2-point try, but the quarterback was a magician. Great job of pitching that to the back to be able to use his speed to get to the corner for the 2-point try.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, look at the throw. The pocket breaking down. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. And the Tigers hustle to the line to run that hurry up. Looking to chuck it again. He escapes the pocket. Under pressure, just lets it go. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Looking deep for late-game heroics. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's got it with room to run. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. QB keeper all the way. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
51, Clemson. 33.
On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. And the Florida offense retakes the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. He's got the first down and still motoring. Touchdown, Gators. They are pouring it on now.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
33.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Could take it all the way. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, help just get 2 yards. This, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the 4th quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around.
Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, man, that was not a great throw right there. Pass is intercepted on the 2-point try. You have to wonder why they decided to go with that call.
Clemson, 39.
Now the kick is wrapped up by the hands team, and that should be enough to secure the victory. They can kneel down and get out of here with a W. He'll hand it off. And he's brought down, and that should do it for the ballgame. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotion.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off selected.